Well, good day, YouTubers, friends, and family from around the world. This is Mike with the Morning Dew, daily events worldwide, and we are on September 2nd, 2019. Welcome to another surviving day on this planet. Welcome to the Daily Dew. We're going to start out here looking at the sun, as we now have a sunspot, which is Earth-facing. This created during the day today and overnight last night. Watching here, very active sunspot. We're going to be keeping an eye on this as it is Earth-facing right now. So we could have solar flare activity as well from this active region. We shall see over the next 24 hours. We're also looking at coronal hole developing just south of it, which will be affecting us as well. Looking here at 304 angstroms, we're able to see the plasma filaments dancing and moving all around the sun. Very active photosphere here on the sun. Definitely an uptick in some action on the sun with that sunspot region. Just have a closer look at it here. It's amazing, that plasma. It's like the size of 6 Earths standing on end. Looking here at the LASCO 2 chronograph, showing latest space weather that might be affecting us. And we still have a constant stream of 650 kilometers per second. LASCO 2 chronograph is showing small CME out the top right there. Our key KP index is still sitting at a level 4 after raising to a level 6 yesterday. Real-time solar data here showing 664 kilometers per second. Let's get to earthquakes here. This is the last 24 hours. Most recent here, 4.9 in Taiwan. Some rumblers as well. Marianas Trench, 4.8 and a 5.0. Largest earthquake last 24 hours. This 5.9 mid-Atlantic ridge right on top of the area of interest. We're going to get to that in a moment. 5.0 in Peru today as well. 4.9 Argentina. So definite increase, and as well a strange earthquake here. 5.2 in the North Pole, north of Svalbard. And this is the last 24 hours, so a definite uptick in seismicity has happened. Deepest earthquake there, 4.4 in Fiji, and that was at a 300 kilometer depth. Watching an uptick throughout Hawaii and as well the Dominican. But yeah, this 5.9 earthquake at a 10 kilometer depth, northern mid-Atlantic ridge, that was pretty much right on top or underneath an area of interest. We'll get into that just a moment. Looking here, last 3 days visible image over North America, you can see cold front coming way down. That huge low over the Hudson Bay definitely cooled things off across Canada. Looking here at Hurricane Dorian the last 3 days, and it's hard to believe that it literally sat over the Bahamas for 6 hours straight. It did not move anywhere. It was moving 1 kilometer an hour west. Just devastating. Thoughts and prayers to everyone affected in Bahamas. Many reports coming out. Scary, scary, scary. Let's get here to this tropical storm coverage, as we do have 8 tropical storms. 3 of them are named, 5 are not. We have 3 areas of interest in the Atlantic, as well as Hurricane Dorian. And then we've got Tropical Storm LingLing, and as well another area of interest, Tropical Storm 14, and another one near Laos. So definite an uptick here with this wind stream. Our oceans are getting very turbulent. So there's the area of interest where the 5.9 earthquake occurred. And then we've got Dorian. And then another area of interest, which just popped up today, Tropical Storm Watch in the Gulf of Mexico. So Texas could be affected later in the week. We'll see where this storm goes the next 24 hours. Let's get to the latest imagery here of Hurricane Dorian. Still a Category 4 hurricane. Or sorry, no, this is LingLing now. We already looked at Dorian. So LingLing is a tropical storm right now, but is expected to turn into a Category 2 storm over the next few days. Let's get to the 5-day forecast brought to you by MeteoEarth, MeteoMike, overlooking North America. We're going to start here with Hurricane Dorian path, heading straight up the coastline, Thursday into the Carolina states, Friday into New England states, and then Saturday, Sunday into the Atlantic provinces of Canada. And I'll show a long-range forecast here at the end. But definitely, we have seen things cool down across Canada. That low-pressure cell has now moved over to Greenland. Watch for a Colorado low to bring some storms throughout Ontario later in the week. High-pressure ridge still hanging out Midwestern United States. High-pressure ridge hanging out on the coast of the Pacific as well, but that's about to change. Low pressure developing. You could see some rain, but it looks like it's going to get squashed by the cooler air and the high-pressure ridge. Watching across the Alaskan Peninsula, low-pressure systems are getting bigger. They're getting stronger. Across the North Pole right now, they're reaching all the way up to the pole, gaining energy and coming around again. Winter will be here soon, folks, so stay aware and prepared. Across Europe, some low pressures coming in off the Atlantic. Could possibly be snow in higher elevations throughout the United Kingdom. Early snowfalls there. Definite cool down across Europe as well. And then getting to Africa and as well the Atlantic Ocean. Here is the area of interest later in the week that is developing. And then there's another one developing off the coast. And I think that second one will be a doozy of a storm, as it is already seeing rotation. And when we see it rotating already off of the African coastline, we're going to have a big storm there. In like a lamb, out like a lion, our Atlantic hurricane season is going. Overlooking parts of Mexico, Panama, and throughout Colombia, watch for heavy rains, thunderstorms on the coastline, but still not seeing the rain move south. Most of the fires are out now in the Amazon. Let's get to the southern hemisphere now, as things are really ramping up there as well. Watching here, snowfall throughout Chile, all the way up to possibly Peru. Large cyclone-looking low-pressure system affecting New Zealand and Auckland over the next couple days as well. Watch for strong winds. Equatorial moisture almost reaching Antarctica. And it's really start to pick up speeds and ramp up the low pressure systems in the southern hemisphere. Look at the size of this beast later in the week. Now, I wanted to show you here, this is a windy.com forecast for Hurricane Dorian. By Friday and into Sunday, it will be right on top of Newfoundland, affecting the Atlantic provinces. So stay aware and prepared. Canada, Hurricane Dorian is on its way to you, probably as a Category 2, if not 3, hurricane. Now let's get to the southern hemisphere. I wanted to show you something there. You saw the knot wind speed. It was 63 knots in Hurricane Dorian. Now later in the week, watching some vigorous winds attack Antarctica, right here in the peninsula. Look at this. 62 knots in some places. Stay aware and prepared. A lot is changing quickly across our planet. Much love to all of my new subscribers, and thank you for joining the live streams when I put them on, posting the latest imagery of tropical storms. I have a lot of friends and family, and it's always fun in there. So thanks for joining. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, share, get in the comment section and say hi. Stay aware and prepared, stay young and have fun. Get your morning dew. If you enjoyed today's video, please hit that like button, subscribe, share with your friends and family from across the world.